It wasn't like Sochi, because in Sochi, it was the movie Argo when the plane is taking off, and all you want to do is make sure the plane takes off to get out. You were just dying to leave Sochi. Rio was great, had fun, good people, good environment, great games, but I was ready to go. Yeah, Paulie.
There was a lot of scare headlines before the Olympics started. Do you think that got even in guys like your heads that when you're going to go down there, it's going to be dangerous and weather and all types of issues, and it was better than you expected?
Yeah, because I think the scare tactics, and I do think that those articles, those columns, scared away a lot of Americans who were going to go just to watch the games. Because I noticed that most of the venues were not filled. When Brazil was playing for a gold medal, then they were packed, volleyball and soccer. But aside from that, swimming was always going to be packed, and gymnastics, no matter what. But some of the other venues were not filled, and I think a lot of that was a lot of Americans didn't go. Full disclosure, did see one Zika mosquito, just one, and that was when I was having a beer with Pierre Maguire, the hockey analyst, and he swatted away from my forehead, but that was it. I was at the bar one time. Wait, there's a theme here. I was at the bar with Johnny Weir one night, and he goes, hold it. And then he smacks something, and I go, Zika? He goes, no, let me check. Nope. That's just a regular mosquito. So that was it. One Zika, one regular mosquito, both dead. Yes, Paul.
Did they have a tutorial for you to let you help spot them?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The Zika's got a different color to it. Regular mosquito. Like you start to get a little bit nervous where you're trying to figure out, is that a real mosquito or is that Zika? Yeah, see.
Is there a size difference?
Yes.
There is? Yes. Are they bigger?
Yes. Yeah. Zika's got like saddlebags on it. It's a big, it looks like, it's a little bit bigger. It's built for destruction, yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, McLevin.
What about fear of crime and any of that stuff?
Yeah, you had to be aware of it. That's all. You had to be aware of it, and it was there. Let's don't kid anybody. But when you shoot, when you're filming the Olympics, it's just like Sochi. That's how good our camera people are. They made Sochi look like it was some paradise, and it wasn't. Rio has some beautiful spots. Fun spots, but there's some dangerous spots as well. I remember walking on the streets of Copacabana to go to the studio, and I'm holding my phone. It's daylight. It's 11:30 in the morning, and a security guy undercover walks up, because we had undercover security people there around the hotel, and he said, put your phone in your pocket, because there were people who took a they were taking pictures on the beach, tourists, and some guy came up and grabbed 3 of them right in a row. Right in front of everybody, just grabbed their phones. And then the people realized, wait, that guy's not giving him back. He's running. So that was the only time when I was told, hey, keep an eye, because they'll take your phone from you. But aside from that, festive people. The weather was great. Beach was beautiful. And on to South Korea in a couple of years. And then Tokyo after that. Yeah, Fritzy.
Was there anything you wanted to see or anywhere you wanted to venture out to where you were told that's probably not a great idea to stay within a certain perimeter?
No. As long as you were smart about it, you just had to be aware of where you were going and do a little research. And they would provide security or somebody who spoke the language to go with you. I was more nervous about Sochi because they said don't even go into town. So I didn't even get out of a 4-mile perimeter in Sochi because they said they were worried about something that could happen downtown. But I got to Copa. I did think of you when I was at the beach on Saturday and Sunday. The women, you would have not done well. You would have appreciated the scenery there. Let me put it that way. You wouldn't have done well.
There's a high ogling factor.
Oh man, I had a friend who's a cameraman who had binoculars when we weren't actually filming, and he was making sure he was taking in the sights. Strictly for just business reasons. As a documentarian, if I need to shoot this, so he was just keeping an eye on the local talent there. Yeah, Paul.
Who did you kick it the most with? In the past, it's Mr. Michaels, but like Ryan Seacrest, anyone else?
I did not. I saw Seacrest a couple of times.
Rebecca Lowe, you guys go out?
Went to dinner with Rebecca twice. Ooh. Went out. She did not mention your name.
Coy.
Rebecca did not mention your name.
She's coy, Dan.
Yes, she's very coy. Very, extremely coy. Al Michaels went to dinner with Al. And Tirico. Mike Tirico went to dinner with him as well. spent a lot more time than I've had before with Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski. And they're a hoot. I mean, they're great. But Johnny wears like these, I don't know if it's a dress, but it's a long T-shirt. And so, you're kind of sitting there and, Johnny would cross his legs, and then I'm with Pierre Maguire, and I even joked at Pierre. I said, wait a minute, what just happened there? And he goes, what? I said, what did I just see with Johnny Weir?
Basic Instinct?
Yes. Yeah, so there was a Sharon Stone moment there, and I'm freaking Pierre Maguire out. Pierre is going, you're sick. You're sick. I said, I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist here. And I'm punchy, too. But, Johnny Weir, Tara Lipinski, spent a lot of time. By the way, Jimmy Roberts, their intrepid reporter for NBC, was so proud that I said he was the MVP of the all-lobby bar team.
It's a major honor.
Yes. He said, do I get a Ram truck? And I said, no, you do not. I'll give you a ride in my Ram truck.